I don't know if something's about to pop up, but we should be fine right now. Let me see here. Okay, we did connect to YouTube. Hold on, just making sure I'm on Twitch here. Yeah, okay. What's up, my dudes, my dudettes, my dudenaries? Tonight we're gonna be streaming Underline. Gonna be a shorter 2-hour stream once again. I know I'm starting a bit earlier, or starting a bit at a random time, but as I said to you guys before yesterday, I was gonna start usually when we'd end stream. No, usually when we'd go on break. So technically I am like 45 minutes early, but I wanted to start like 45 minutes early so that, the stream doesn't go on for too long or like the stream doesn't go on too late, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm starting a bit later than usual, or I guess earlier than I said yesterday, because like I'm just hot off the presses off of like my therapy session. Hi Joshua. I am fresh out fresh off my therapy session where I proceeded to tell my therapist about Danganronpa 2 Chapter 3, and then we had to switch places for a bit because then I had to be their therapist for that. We didn't actually do that, that was a bit. Anyways, am I not feeling well? Oh, no, no, I'm just a little, once again, I'm a little tired because I just got off of like my therapy session and I just got back and then just started stream. Once again, gonna go for like 2 hours tonight. This is gonna be a shorter stream. We're going to be continuing Underline Last Defense Academy, and then once again, I'm gonna see if I could stream on Sunday because we're getting back at like 10 or 11 in the morning, and then like maybe if I have time and energy, I might do a stream in the afternoon, probably at around like 3 p.m. or like around now, and it could end up being another 2-hour stream. Jet like because once again I might be a little bit tired from jet lag or like not really jet lag. We're not traveling that far. More like just tired from traveling. Once again, this Thursday I am visiting a family member who has cancer and then not coming back until Sunday. So yeah, this stream week is a little bit messy, but like once again, you guys kind of already knew that. Also, next week's stream schedule, what I have planned is to do some makeup streams. So like next Wednesday, I was gonna do the Amazing Digital Circus. Hopefully I don't think I'm busy then, so I think I should be fine. We're gonna be doing the first 4 episodes. I still gotta work on the thumbnail for that. Eh, we'll figure it out when we get there. And then I'm gonna double check with Bray, but I think next Friday and next Saturday, on the 24th and 25th, we're gonna be doing Danganronpa 2 Chapter 4. We're probably not gonna get through the whole thing, but we'll probably at least get to like the trial, is the idea there. And then assuming that I don't finish 100 line tonight or even this Sunday, I'm probably gonna do 100 line once again on the 26th. I'm thinking like at this point, I feel like we're pretty close to the end. We're almost done with it, though we're probably gonna get it done within the next 2 or 3 streams. And then the week after that, we'll for like another following Sunday, would probably do like the tier list for 100 line. I need like a week for like all the information to just kind of settle. But yeah, as well as like the reactions to like the other Bond events as well. What else was I gonna say here? On YouTube and Twitch right now, trying to hit a follower goal on Twitch with 50 followers, and on YouTube trying to hit 500 subscribers. Currently, we're at 43 followers, and last I checked, 393. 393 subscribers. Once we hit that goal, I'm gonna host a stream event / gaming community event where we all play either Among Us, Carnage, or Goose Goose Duck together. There's also like the new game that just came, well, just kind of like popped to my consciousness that I already lost track of, that I completely lost track of. Let me see if I can find it again. Gonna have to probably click back a couple times. Oh, there it is. Deadly Trick. There it is. Deadly Trick. Which is added to my wish list, but like which is already added to my wish list, but like, once again, it was supposed to come out yesterday, but it got delayed a bit. That's fine though. I'd rather have a game come out like when it's, you know, uh actually working rather than just glitchy. So I don't mind that. But like Deadly Trick is in my consciousness right now. Basically, if you die once again, it doesn't necessarily have to be a social deduction game, but I'm thinking like a game that we can all play together, like as a community. That's kind of like the idea I had. We could like and something that's either free to play or relatively or like cheap enough. Like think of it as like a playing with viewers type of like community event. That is basically like the idea of that goal. And then, of course, we'll be using voice chat for that over on the Discord, which you guys can access in the description down below on my channel page. Once again, if you have any, like, recommendations for, like, games, both for that event, but also, like, kind of, like, to replace 100 Line when we're done, something I could take a look at. I mean, I gotta, like, get my consciousness back into, like, other games that are out. But, like, right now, something that I can add to the poll, but when we get through all of that. Something that we can like shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot what I was gonna say there. But basically something to replace the series once we're done with it. Like once again, I already got other stuff on that poll, like one of the like greatest attorney games, the third AI Somnium File games. There's like a couple I can think of off the top of my head. Sorry if I'm seeming a bit messy right now. I just got a text is why. Anyways, yeah. I think that's basically all I have to say for the intro here. Let me just start the game in the background. I think the window should still be connected. You guys let me know if the window's connected. Let me know if the sound's working properly, the sound mixing is like. We're probably gonna, once again, go for like another, it's gonna be a strict 2-hour stream. So we're gonna go for like another 2 hours here tonight as well. It is connected? Okay, it does look connected. Alright, we should be fine then. This is technically our 5th stream in a row. Actually, it's just like the it's almost not 1-to-1, but this is not even the most I've technically streamed in a row. I think the most I've streamed in a row was back when we did the glitch production pilots from Tuesday to Friday, and then we still had our weekend streams Saturday and Sunday. I think that was the most I've ever streamed in a row. This is only the second most we've streamed in a row. I think this is more 4 days, actually, because I didn't stream on the Thursday. But yeah, I think we're just going to continue where we left off. We're on, like, the other side of the coin flip now. It had been almost 3 hours since I finished breakfast. Hiroko and I were standing behind the school building in a daze, alright? Hey, Hiroko, what exactly are we doing right now? I told you when we did the coin toss 2 days ago. If you lose, we'll just stand around and do nothing. And that's what we're doing, isn't it? Nothing at all. Is this really what we did in the other timeline when we were waiting for the other group to show up? I don't get it. Huh? Seeing as we're here, how about you explain you... Oh, how about an explanation you promised me? There we go. You want to know? Yeah, of course. Then get on all fours, spin 3 times, and bark. Why would anybody do that? Darumi would. Darumi would with no hesitation. Because I want you to. Do you need any further explanation? Ugh, this sadistic, psychopathic, 4-eyed freak. I curse her mentally, but... Round and round I went. He went for it! Darumi is fuming right now. Woof. That is like the most unenthusiastic wolf ever. Woof. Oh no, that's why he does the oh face. It was all foreshadowing for this moment. Very well, I'll explain. With a smug grin on her face, Hiroko began to walk eastward. I followed close behind. Before long, we were deep in the forest. Suddenly, we stopped, and Hiroko turned around to talk to me. Takumi, that is my name. When is our next sleep window, Takumi? Do I hate the dog acting in this game? No. No, not really. I think I'm just... I was about to say, I think I'm just used to it. I think I'm just jaded. I've seen worse. At this point, I've seen worse on this channel. Have you not seen... Venice? Have you guys not seen my Two Kinds reading or my Uber Quest reading? Have you guys not seen those streams before? Or just Danganronpa in general with like stuff like this? Like I feel like I'm just used to this already. Like it's like, yeah, yep, this is what I do. This is my hobby. Yeah, this is my job. This is my hobby. This is what I do now. This is just a stream. Yeah. When is our next sleep window, Takumi? Day 74, 12:05 to 12:35 a.m. Around half a day from now. Are we going anywhere during that time? No, we are staying put. We are? You failed the coin toss the night before last night, remember? Yeah, I called tails. But that means there's a timeline where you called heads. So no head? In other words, a timeline where you were right and we went out today. To keep it simple, let's call the versions of ourselves in that timeline... Oh boy. Didn't we call them 5 before? Whatever. 6 Kumi and Hiroke 6. Tonight, 6 Kumi and Hiroke 6 will come to this timeline. Wait, what? We're going to visit ourselves from some kind of right guess timeline? That's why I said what I said. If your answer was right, we'd jump timelines. If you were wrong, we'd wait. That's a decision I made before I even tossed a coin. But what are they gonna do here? They'll meet up with us. And then what? The more people on our side, the better, right? 2 heads are better than 1, and 4 are better than 2. But except for you, you're not getting any head. No head. Aw. The joke was set up for me. I had to take it. What? I assume you haven't given up on using the distress signal transmitter. Joshua says, what do I condone and not condone in games I play? Anything that violates TOS? Anything that could potentially get me arrested? Any, like, you know, anything relating to SA, or, like, anything that was, like, you know, anything along those lines of, like, SA, and anything having to do with children, or, like, stuff like that, that is handled distastefully. So, basically, Tetra. I don't condone. In games I play, though, in actual games I play, though, well, any media, really, I guess it's anything that, like, that's handled, like, distastefully. Like how, like, you know, Tetro, like, handled its, like, torturing of the characters, and how, you know, it kind of, like, handles, like, certain topics that they don't really want to get into. As well as stuff that is, like, how do I say this? Illegal to have. Like, you know, the Rumi thing, what we talked about during her Bond event with, like, you know, the X-rated stuff. Basically, anything like that. Basically, anything that, like, that is handled distastefully and goes too far. And then, of course, anything that would violate TOS and would get me taken down. Of course not. The chances of everyone's survivals goes up if we can get to the satellite even one day earlier. Don't you think it would be more efficient if we split into 2 teams to find out the Livor Mortis codes? The teams can meet up later and share the codes they've learned. We only have 3 left, so yeah, if we could make that work, we'd get them a lot faster. Now things are making sense. You deliberately made us stand around and do nothing so that history would branch off, right? You needed to make something happen in this timeline that was the complete opposite of that one. The one where we're on a date right now. What's the matter? Are you disappointed you didn't go... We're still on the Hiroko date, huh? Are you disappointed you didn't get to go out with me after all? I told you it wasn't a date. Hiroko yelled viciously and put me in a headlock. My arteries were being squeezed. The oxygen wasn't reaching my brain. Yeah, this is an Uchikoshi route for sure. Yeah. Uchikoshi written. 3 seconds later, I was out like a light. What did she do to us when we were unconscious? Day 74! Give it up for day 74! Alright. Good morning, Takumi. 12:04 a.m. Hiroko and I stood in the center of the lab, waiting for God. 6 Kumi and Hero 6 to appear. 1 minute left. Be careful. The window is only 30 minutes. Got it. We need to use our time to talk to them. If we go too long, they won't be able to go back to their timeline. So, yes. So let's not waste time on idle chit-chat. What do you mean by idle chit-chat? I don't know. Gossip about dirty manga? Who am I, Gaku? Why would we do that? As I was complaining, the clock ticked over to 5 minutes past the hour. Also, like, once again, to continue with what I not condone in games I play, sexualization of minors, obviously, which is kind of like, okay, like the fan service thing in Danganronpa, like that for sure is like, yeah, nope, too far, I'm done. I feel like something that made me drop a game. God, it's really rare I drop games. I feel like the only game I've played that I've dropped, I'm sure there's plenty of games that exist that I probably would drop, but one of the games that, I dropped for a specific reason was Steins Gate, and it was about like this around the same time where Joseph Anderson dropped Steins Gate, basically when the main protagonist, to prove that a certain character was a certain gender that, didn't get swapped due to time shenanigans because they sent a text message to their mother to eat more vegetables so that they would be born a girl instead of a boy. Basically a trans-coded character. In order to prove that, he stuck his hand down her pants and found nothing. Yeah, that was the moment that took it too far for me. Anyways, as I was complaining, the clock ticked over to 5 minutes past the hour. Is it going to be the same scene as before? And just like that, 2 people wearing leap suits appeared on the circular platform in front of us. Someone called... Someone called plagiarism. I feel like I've seen this story before. Joshua, does Danganronpa and the 100 line break the 2s or no? They kinda do somewhat, but I'm able to power through it. It's not as explicit. It is a bit uncomfortable though. It hasn't broken me to the point to where I would drop the game. And just like that, 2 people wearing leap suits appeared on the circular platform in front of us. Oh, you must be me and Hiroko from the right guest timeline. Yeah, I guess so. You're right on time. Hold on, we're gonna take these off. Isn't this plan a little overly complicated? I'm the one over here. Over where? I don't even know who I am anymore. Okay, well, yeah, it's the same line, but from a different perspective. Okay, this is kind of interesting, actually. It's me, Heroic 1. Excuse me, I'm Heroic 1. You're Heroic 5. No, you're Heroic 6. This whole thing's a mess. Put your leap suits back on. Is this better? Yeah, I've seen your faces now. Let's just move on. Joshua, the Kodaka cult route definitely make people drop the game. Would definitely make people drop the game. If I wasn't so determined to get all 100 endings, I definitely probably would have dropped the game mid-route. It is interesting to see Takumi get corrupted into like a bad person into a villain, though. That is interesting. That part of it wasn't. That was the one interesting thing in that route. We don't have time for this. Let's get down to business. We still need three liver mortis codes, right? Yes, the ones we haven't found yet are Takamaru's, Ima's, Takumi's, and mine. We need to find 3 out of 4 of them. And the next time we can jump is in 5 days, from 1:30 to 4:30 p.m. on day 79. So at that time, we need to split into 2 groups and check a total of 3 liver mortis codes between us. Oh shit. Fuck. So at that time, we need to split into 2 groups and check a total of 3 liver mortis codes between us. My bad. My question is, which timeline does each team jump to? I could start skipping dialogue since this is the same dialogue as before. I could. Was this the same dialogue as yesterday, though? I kind of want to see the internal dialogue with Takumi to see if it's different. Because technically, this is a different version of Takumi. We started to investigate and narrowed it down to the 2 most efficient timelines. First up is the serial killer timeline. 6 of our team will be dead by day 79. Ito, Eva, Kuraba, followed by Moko and Shoma, and lastly, Takamaru. I couldn't bring myself to say anything. There was a suffocating pain in my chest. 6 Kumi was probably feeling the same way. He was staring down at his feet somberly. After all, the person who killed those 6 people was... Okay. We don't need to cycle through all of them. Get flashbang, nerd. Don't tell me you're still stuck on that. Excluding Ito, it wasn't really you who killed them. It was an inevitability caused by the Gi possession, the Gi agenda. Haven't we been over this? We really need you to move on. I know. I know that, but... At any rate, Takamaru is one of the casualties in the serial killer timeline. If we jump there, we'll be able to get his liver mortis code. I didn't really want to do it, but I had no choice. I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it. 6 Kumi and I nodded silently. Our other destination is the zombie timeline, right? Yeah, that one seems like the most efficient one to visit. But day 79, 9 people are zombified, 5 of whom have been incinerated. The remaining zombies will be Moko, Kako, Ima, and Hiroko. But even if they're zombies, they're still fully dead. They'll have lost all their cryptoglobin, so the number should show up. If we go to that timeline... Okay, Alright, we'll see Ima and Hiroko. We could check both of their codes. With 6 Kumi and my assertion, it was now the Hiroko's turn to appear displeased. You don't seem too happy about this plan. Of course not. What kind of person would be excited to go see their own zombified back? But we don't have any other choice. This is the only timeline where we can get both codes. The Hirokos looked at each other and each let out a sigh, hanging their heads. We continued ironing out the details for our plan. Hiroko and I, from the wrong guess timeline, would go to the serial killer timeline. Hiroko 6 and 6 Kumi from right guess would go to zombie branch. We knew who was going to do what. Allow me to repeat. We leave on day 79. We'll have 3 hours. Not a ton of time to waste considering the trip to and from the school. We'll report the liver mortis codes to reach the next time the blood space waves surge. After that, we'll all go back to our home timelines. Yes, I think that would be best. We'll jump to your timeline when it's time to meet. Got it. We'll be waiting for you. In exchange, you better not show up empty-handed. I could ask the same of you. You'll pay if you screw this up. Excuse me? How dare you speak to me like that? Okay, girls, let's remain calm. It was past midnight by the time we were done. Our time was almost up. The right guess timeline duo configured the machine, hit the red button, and jumped onto the platform. Well then, we're counting on you. And we're counting on you.
Oh.
Don't let us down. I wonder what's gonna happen in this timeline specifically. Good morning, Takumi. I wasn't hungry, so I didn't go to the cafeteria. I didn't feel like making my usual rounds either. No free time. I was curled up in a ball in the corner of my room. Why? 5 days from now, Hiroko and I would have to go to the... Okay, that's why. Alright. Whew. We'd have to go to the serial killer timeline. The thought depressed me. I played it cool the night before, but gloomy thoughts were swirling around inside me. Nobody wants to meet themselves as a serial killer. It's not really your fault. After giving up trying to fix him, I put that version of me out of my mind. Or maybe the truth was that I wanted to look away. That I walled off those thoughts. I couldn't bring myself to intentionally tear down that wall. But letting someone else destroy it for me was even worse. I spent all day cooped up inside. Finally, I closed my eyes when the sun set. Day 75, give it up for day 75. Day 76, Soldier 76, give it up for day 76. Day 77, give it up for day 77. Day 78, say 8, give it up for day 78. Day 79, give it up for day 79. Good morning, Takumi. And so 4 days passed in the blink of an eye. It was finally day 79, our next sleep window. But because of all the stress, I barely knew what I was doing. I felt like I was wandering through thick fog all day, my memory skipping around. Of course, we went to the serial killer timeline like we planned. I remember that much. Okay, are we concussed? Once we jumped, we went to the school, still in our suits. Our objective was to find out Takamaru's liver mortis code. His body would be stored in the morgue on the 2nd floor. We took the stairs to the 2nd floor. Hiroko went into the morgue first. I couldn't bring myself to go in after her. After all... Hey, look! That's... the killer! We must seize them at once! God damn it. I ran for my life. I ran and ran and ran. I ran circles around the entire school. I finally succeeded at shaking the others off by ducking into the bathroom on the 1st floor. Phew, that was close. I took off my leap suit so I could pretend to be the Takumi from this timeline. Takumi. This should do it. I stepped out into the hallway. Somewhere near the stairs, I ran into the 4 who'd been chasing me earlier, as well as Durumi and the twins. Hey, Takumi, why are you walking around like nothing's wrong? Didn't you hear? We saw the killer.
You shouldn't be walking around alone.
Sorry, hold on.
You shouldn't be walking around alone.
Oh, right. Don't worry, I'm fine. I gave them all a thumbs up and hurried up the stairs, rushing into the morgue. Are you? Don't worry, it's me, from the SF timeline. What happened to your leap suit? Some stuff happened and I had to take it off. Don't worry, I'll get it back when we leave. I see. So, what's Takamaru's number? Hiroko approached one of the bodies and peeled back the white sheet. You know, I realized okay, never mind. Okay, it is 7. 7? That's right. Seeing Takamaru's disfigured body in front of me made me feel like someone had pushed a dagger through my heart. That's all I can clearly remember. In the end, for better or for worse, I never saw that timeline's Takumi, and before I knew it, I was back in my own timeline. Claire the Loon plays. They kind of glossed over all this. You've been out of it all day. Are you alright? Yeah, we're back on our timeline again, so I'm fine. I hope so. Anyway, we met our quota. As long as the right guest timeline team can get the code from Ima's body and yours, we'll have a full set. That'll be all the livor mortis codes we need. When's the next leap window? 11 p.m. exactly. Day 84, but it's only 15 minutes long. Well, all we need to do is tell each other the livor mortis codes. That should be plenty of time. Still, we should be careful. We'll be jumping to their timeline. If we miss a cutoff, we'll be stuck there. I know that. Do you think they'll pull it off? Hiroko nodded deeply at my words. Oh, sorry, I'm just yawning a bit. I don't just think so. I'm sure of it. They are us, after all. Day 80, say 8. Give it up for day 80. Day 81, say 8. Give it up for day 81. Day 82, give it up for day 82, say 8. Day 83, give it up for day 83, say 8. Day 84, give it up for day 84. Say 8. Good morning, Takumi. Oh, you see that Weeby is streaming Underline today? Oh, I didn't know that. Oops. Well, anyways, she doesn't do Twitch, she just does YouTube, so I don't think I'd be able to rate her if I wanted to. I couldn't sit still all day. It was day 84. This would be a fateful day for Hiroko and me. No, for the whole Special Defense Unit. Tonight at 11 p.m., we'd go see the versions of us from the right guest timeline. Once they told us Ima and Hiroko's livor mortis codes, we'd have all the digits we needed. After breakfast, I went back to the roof in a good mood. There I saw a silhouette. It was Hiroko. She was standing there with her back turned to me. For some reason, I had a sudden urge to startle her. Maybe the excitement pumping through me just put me in that kind of mood. With careful, quiet steps, I slowly came up behind her. And then... Make it subtle. Oh, nope, we're not making it subtle, we're just straight up saying boo. Alright. Gets put in the headlock. I grabbed her by the shoulders and she leapt away with a quick shriek. At the same time, something fell. Her glasses. They clattered across the ground. She scrambled to pick them up, making sure they weren't scratched before putting them back on. Uh-oh. Have you ever been turned inside out? Inside out? Under the table? Like the movie? I'll shove my arm down your throat and pull your tailbone out the long way. These glasses are worth more than my life, you know that. Honestly, yeah, relatable. I didn't know, but I couldn't come out and say it. Sorry, I didn't think they'd fall off. They're not broken, are they? A wolf face from Takumi. No, the lenses are fine. But don't think that means you're forgiven. Yeah, aren't these like special Google glasses as well? They're the Google Glass as well. They have a clock function in them. That's why I'm apologizing. Too late, you'll pay for this. Hiroko stared me down with a sharp glare. She was standing her ground. My back was against the wall. It was time to resort to desperate measures. You totally went eep just now. What? I didn't know you were that kind of girl who shrieks like that when she gets surprised. I never would have guessed. Takumi is about to be buried into the ground like Comedy Root. Maybe we should tell everybody. I bet Gaku would love to know. Evoking Gaku is just evil, Takumi. Fine. I'll wipe it off the record. I nodded with a smirk. Hiroko looked away, her face beat red. After that, I couldn't help but skip back to my room. Free time? We'd be able to jump at 11 p.m. Still plenty of time. I can't just sit around, so... I'll go see what everyone's up to. I murmured to myself. I went off on my usual rounds. Free time! Alright, cool. So I think we're going to continue with Yugamu. I pressed the wrong button. Wrong floor. Oop. Alright. I don't know why I went this way again. I do not remember what we left off on. Oh, memories ornaments. Oh, a tombstone. Yeah, he would like a tombstone.
This excites me so much, I might accidentally kill you on impulse.
All right. Bond up. Let's go. We're at 3. We're not max. I don't think we're going to be able to max them out.
I think you've heard enough about my family. Here's something about me, as boring as it may be.
Oh boy. I doubt that.
You could say I'm the black sheep of the family.
Really?
I'm a pretty darn good assassin if I do say so myself. But my family, they're outright killing machines.
Do you not want to kill people?
I decided to modify my body in order to better harness my potential.
Oh, okay. Not even the first time a parent has experimented on a child. Not even just on this channel, in this game, actually. Now that I think about it. Yunozomi must have a lot to talk about. I mean, well, not like your backstory is real. Once again, homunculi clone.
It did boost my assassination skills, but that was never the issue. The issue was my heart. Deep down, I knew killing for a living wasn't for me. If I had to kill someone, I wanted it to be someone I chose, in my own time, in my own way.
Are we talking about serial killers?
That's why
Like,
I never got any better at my job. How could I, when I was doing it so reluctantly? I'm going to quit someday. I'll have to tell my family about this decision too.
don't worry, they're not real,
But
so you're
not
fine.
today, and not anytime soon. I can't even imagine the chaos that'll erupt when I break the news.
Oof.
Can you come with me to help
Chaos.
convince them? I promise you'll get home safe afterwards. In pieces, if need be.
I'd prefer to be in one piece, but sure. Alright, now we can loop back around. Alright. Now we can loop back around with the gifts, I mean. Alright, let's see here. I clicked the wrong thing again. Okay, scalpel. Can you guys believe it's almost over, by the way? We are at... How many endings are we at again? I already forgot. Like 95 endings, I think? Yeah, we're at 95 endings. Can you believe there are 5 endings left? How are there 5 endings left? I was all finished preparing. I had my leap suit on. But there was one thing missing. Okay, what could we possibly forget? Where was Hiroko? It was already past 11 p.m. In our earlier meeting, we'd agreed to meet here at 10:30 p.m. And yet there was no sign of her at all. What is she even doing? We only have 15 minutes. Oh, shit. What is she even doing? We only have 15 minutes. Me when I forget my own bit? My unease grew stronger. An unpleasant sweat broke out all over my body. Just then, Hiroko burst into the lab. Takumi, this is all your fault.
Huh?
What? You broke the internal clock in my glasses. That's why I'm late. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I kind of assumed that was what happened when that happened. Oh, boy. You mean this morning? Obviously. The impact must have done it. I'm sorry, but we really need to get going. Ugh. With an irritated grunt, Hiroko raced over to the locker. She flung the door open and quickly changed into her leap suit. Is the PLM ready? All set. Then let's hurry. 11:10 p.m. We only have 5 minutes. Hiroko hurried onto the platform. I slammed the red button and jumped on after her, and then... Here we go. yeah, the reason why we ended up being kind of fucking stupid. Well, stupid reason. I wouldn't say it's like a dumb plot point necessarily. It's not really that much of a plot point. It's kind of for the bit, but like, you know. So what do they do when they're stuck here? Sorry we're late. What were you doing? We ran into some trouble because of Takumi. They'll get the wrong idea if you say that. You were the cause of the delay, weren't you? Well, I can't argue that, but still. See, I told you. Hiroki 6 and 6Kumi exchanged looks. What had they been talking about before we showed up? We don't have time for this. We need to exchange information. Hiroki 1 and I nodded. We'll go first. Ima's code is 1. Hiroko's is 4. That's 1. And 4. It took a few seconds for it to set in. As soon as it did, Hiroki 1 and I turned to each other and let out a cry of joy. We have all the codes we need. Thanks, guys. You did very well. Even more considering you had to get them off the backs of zombies. We pulled it off thanks to some goggles Tsubasa made for us. Enough chatter. What about us? Stop celebrating and tell us the code you found. Got it. You recovered Takamaru's code. The number on his back was... The fact that they're playing the music here as well for this moment is actually pretty neat. Like, once again, the different perspectives. It's small, but you can notice it. It's kind of neat. I like that. 7. 7, huh? Lucky number 7. Now we've got all the codes we need. And Takumi is 6. Oh, it was all foreshadowing. 6Kumi, Takumi 6. It was all foreshadowing. 6, 7. Thank you, you two. Or should I say, us? I knew we could do it. You took the words right out of our mouths. You've been a huge help. Thank you. Truly. No need to thank us. You need to get back quickly. Yeah, you're right. Good luck to you then. We dashed to the console and configured the machine. Except it failed because... it's 11:16 p.m. Hiroki 1 and I stood stunned. Hiroki 6 spoke, looking at us with sympathetic gazes. I'm sorry to say, it looks like the window was closed. No. Oh, no. This can't be. Hiroki 1 and I hung our heads. We couldn't bring ourselves to say anything. It took some time for us to recover. Finally, I raised my head and spoke quietly. Well, there's no point in getting depressed about it. We just have to change our mindset. Sorry, guys. We should have exchanged info faster. You don't need to apologize. We were the ones who were late. Although Takumi is the one responsible for that. Stop making it sound like it was all my doing. It looks like you two will have to stay in our timeline until the blood space waves rise again. When will that be? Let's find out. Good. It's sooner than I thought. The day after tomorrow. Yes, day 86 from 8 to 11 a.m. We have 3 hours. Plenty of time, even if someone shows up late. Oh god. We have plenty of time. We have 3 hours. Plenty of time, even if someone shows up late. Sorry, it's so weird going through the scene again and having to do, well, even through the scene, we, you know, had leap suits on, but technically speaking, it was the other versions of us that had it. So it's kind of throwing me off a bit, because I'm also remembering that moment. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure what happened between you two, but you should try to get along. Yeah, you're gonna be stuck here for another 32 hours after all. Right here? Sorry, but there's no way we could take you to the school. That makes sense. I'd say the same thing if I were in your shoes. Our shoes. I don't believe this. We'll bring you some food tomorrow morning. I'm really sorry about this. That's fine, don't worry. Well then. After thanking us one last time for the liver mortis codes, they quietly left with apologetic looks on their faces. And then they left. Roko and I removed our leap suits, forcing our sluggish limbs to cooperate. We really blew it. Now we have to stay here until the morning after tomorrow. And whose fault is that? Mine for breaking your glasses, but you know, there's plenty of other ways to check the time. Now you have the nerve to be insolent with me? Sorry, I was just playing. I'm kidding. Oh, face. Well, whatever. Those two were right. I'd rather not spend the next 32 hours being hostile with you. We went to sleep without any further conversation. We had all the liver mortis codes, but we weren't in any mood to indulge in celebration. Was it yesterday's stream where we got the rest of them, or was it the stream? I think it was probably the stream before. Day 85, good for day 85. Say 8. Good morning, Takumi. I think it was the stream before yesterday. Did I do? I don't think I did the clip of that one specifically. I'll probably post-stream, I'll probably go back to that stream and then flip the original 6-7 bit we did. Me losing subscribers because I did a 6-7 bit. The right guest timeline Hiroko and Takumi showed up shortly after sunrise. You mean Hiroke 6 and 6 Kumi? Sorry to keep you waiting. We brought you some food. We put it in the cabinet over there. Thanks. We appreciate it. Sorry to make you go out of your way. By the way, we have something we would like to discuss with you. What's that? You were worried about that? Oh, face. We have no reason to refuse. Are you sure? Yeah, don't worry about us. Just go ahead and boot up the transmitter when you get back. We'll be able to get back to our timeline tomorrow anyway. And then we'll be calling the rescue craft just like you. There's no need to spare our feelings. Good. You agree? You're me, so I knew exactly how I was going to respond. So you knew exactly how I was going to respond, didn't you? I had a hunch. This is goodbye then. Well, I wish you the best of luck. How can you tell the Roman numerals apart? Experience. Mostly experience. I could at least do up to like 10. Well, and then I could just guesstimate after 10 after that. It's just experience. You're not gonna enter the code wrong, are you? I mean, it's especially easy because some clocks also use Roman numerals, like at my old school, so I could do at least up to 12. So, yeah, that helped. That helps too. It's mostly experience. You are not going to enter the code wrong, are you? I'll be fine. Are you sure about that? Just what kind of guy do you take me for? A slow-witted, careless servant. What are you laughing about? They're talking about you too. Oh, right. Oh, what with blushes? Hiroke 1 and 6 laughed, amused. 6 Kumi and myself awkwardly avoided looking at each other. Alright, you two take care. We'll be praying that all of you over there will make it safely to day 100. Hiroke 1 and I shook hands with our counterparts. Afterwards, they flashed us a quick thumbs up and ran out of the lab. Nothing of interest happened after that. Time just slowly ticked on by. Eventually, night fell. Wait, when did we get... Are we ever gonna get a follow-up on the chip that says... Like, we got a chip before in one of the other timelines when we were trying to find, like, you know, Material Omega. We got a chip from someone that allows us to travel horizontally and vertically. Or, like, you can now travel horizontally or vertically. Which I'm assuming is, like, a modified programming for this, which will allow us to go back in time. Are we gonna go... Okay, hold on. I forgot. Let me go back real quick. It was here, right? Jump to which timeline? In order to stop other Tukumi, the Gi agenda Tukumi from killing people like this? Will that lead to the bad end that would eventually, like, would we be able to not only time leap, but also time travel back to, like, here, where it splits between slasher route and comedy route? God, what a fucking tonal dissonance between these two, huh? What a tonal difference between these two. Will we be able to go back in time to day 16 as well, in order to try and stop Tukumi from becoming... by being infected by the Gi agenda? And then we branch off and create the comedy route? Is that what's gonna happen? Not now, of course, but like when we get back to whatever this decision is right here. A cold silence washed over the lab. It felt eerie. There was no reason for it, but I felt weird. It was the same kind of stirring in my chest I felt after our last offensive battle. What? What do you mean, what? You keep looking at me. You're looking at me too. What time is it? I pulled out my device and checked the time. 11:40 p.m. Just over 8 hours ago. Then we can go back to our timeline. Maybe we should go to sleep, and then by the time we get up, we'll be able to leave? Yeah. We'd only been stuck here for 1 full day so far, and yet for some reason, I was starting to miss everyone from our timeline really badly. How is everyone going to react to us being gone for 2 days? Wait, hold on. Was there a battle? Day 86, say 8. Give it up for day 86. 86 it. Good morning, Takumi. 7:58 a.m. 2 minutes left until we can jump. I think it's actually the next day. I could be wrong. I'm forgetting which day it was. Hiroko and I finished setting the machine, already wearing our leap suits. Just then, we had unexpected visitors. Hiroko and Takumi from the right guest timeline appeared. What are you guys doing here? What about the rescue craft? Didn't you call it yet? It's complicated. We decided not to use the distress signal transmitter. Why not? I can't really explain. I just had this weird feeling. It was like something horrible was going to happen, so I just stopped. So I stopped entering the code. A weird feeling. A weird feeling. I don't understand. Neither do I. Anyway, Takumi, Hiroko, listen closely. You shouldn't use the transmitter when you get back. Consider that my advice, or maybe a warning. I like how they have this element of distrust, in a way, for like the player, between these two timelines as well. Well, or at least to me, like an element of skepticism, like with the right guess, wrong guess timeline is what I'm trying to talk about here. Because, like, from the Viz timeline's perspective, how do I describe this? From my POV, from what I think. I don't know if it was intentional, but it was, like, what I thought. From the right guest's perspective, the tense music kept playing until, like, mostly until, if I remember correctly, until we got the number 7 from Takamaru. Which, I mean, once again, you know, we could believe in our other selves. I don't know why you wouldn't believe in your other selves. But there was that part of me in the back of my head was like, are they, though? Are they telling the truth? Are they, though? Are they really? There's still, like, there could be, like, another version of these timelines, even though we haven't seen it. Like, there's, like, some versions of the timelines we haven't seen yet. Like the explanation of comedy route, that sort of thing, all stuff like that. Like, there could be another version of this timeline that we haven't seen where they get infected by, you know, the Gi Queen that infects living people, and then, you know, wanted to sabotage us. Like, there was that element in the back of my head. Even in the right guess timeline. Here, if we did this one first, the wrong guess timeline, you'd probably have, like, the reverse thought process. You'd probably think the same thing, I mean. Like, once again, element of distrust. 8 a.m. came around as we were talking. I'm not sure I follow, but I'll keep your warning in mind. At any rate, we need to get going. Yeah, we'll be wishing you good luck out there. You guys be careful, too. We'll be praying that all of you over here over there will make it safely to day 100. Yeah, for sure. Wait, we've had this exact same conversation yesterday. Hiroko and I made... Oh, Heroic 1 made her way to the platform. I hit the button and followed right after. Be seeing you. A Bime series? It'll probably be similar, where we either enter the codes or don't. We'll probably get another 2, maybe 3 endings if we're lucky. Phew, we finally made it back. I really miss this place. What are we gonna tell everyone when we get back? I don't know, but we'll think of something, OO face. I see. Well, let's get going. I want to see the others, and they're all dead. I ran off to the school. Hiroko was close behind me, but... What? What the fuck? Hello? What the fuck is this song? Oh shit. Did my stream freeze, or is that just my restream? Okay, no, we're fine. Alright, cool. I thought my stream froze for a second there. Okay. What the fuck is this soundtrack? I've never heard this one before. This one's new. This is like a new soundtrack. I've never heard this one before. How is there still new shit 95 endings into the fucking game? Was there always a spider drone turret just hanging up there? Did we not check the rooms? This music is kind of eerie, actually. Can we check the rooms, please? They could just be in the rooms. I was joking when I said they were all dead. Okay. Okay, game. I get it. I get it. Game, I get the fucking point. Just get to it. Get the point. Get to it, please. Oh my god, are we really gonna go everywhere? I know they're trying to make the moment tense, but now I feel like this is a little overkill. Okay, there we go. What's happening here? Where is everybody? We've only looked on the first 2 floors. I'm sure they're on the 3rd floor of the roof. I ran out into the courtyard and headed for the stairs. I rushed up 2 steps oh god. At a time up to the 3rd floor. Alright, hold on. So the fact that, like, Ava isn't even in her room either is kind of in her room. Like, the fucking cage is her room. Isn't in her cage either, is a bit concerning. The first place I stopped was the leisure lounge. And what I saw there was... Oh, okay, they are dead.
No.
Is it the Gi agenda again? Did Cactua invade this timeline again?
This can't be.
Okay, so that's why there's still so many CGs that we haven't seen yet. They're all dead in the pool. They all got tetroed. Is that Ava? Is that Ava on the top left just doing an A pose? Who's that on the top left? The blood drained from my face. I went weak in the knees. I could hardly continue standing upright. What the hell happened here? I tried to scream, but it couldn't make a sound. The only thing that could force out of my dry throat was a raspy gasp. I can't give up yet. If I bring them to the infirmary, I might be able to revive them. Desperately trying to convince myself, I took a single step, drawing closer to the bodies. The very next second, we got stabbed. Oh, okay. My vision was soaked in red. I turned around to see Hiroko spurting a massive amount of blood from her neck. Could we see who did it? Her body fell to the ground like a marionette whose strings had been cut. Okay, yeah, Uchikoshi line for sure. The light was already gone from her eyes. I screamed and ran over to her, but the moment I knelt down... Did you... okay. I get you were, like, emotionally devastated right now, but you didn't think of, like, the person who did that to her? Yeah, okay. He's dead. Suddenly, the ceiling was right in front of me. I was on the floor, my throat slit. The blood clogged my throat, preventing me from speaking. I couldn't even breathe. Is it because we left the school that they didn't do this to us? But then why not kill or, like, destroy Sirei or Nigo? Why is this happening? Everything started to turn foggy and hazy. I'd be unconscious soon. But I wanted to at least see who did this to us. I turned my head, my eyes wandering. Standing there was... Gee! Yeah! There she is! I fucking called it! Cactua Gee! Of course, who else would it be? Just when you think you're done with the fucking Gee plotline, it rears its ugly head. She must have come here from the mystery timeline. Soon after that, my consciousness suddenly vanished. The last thing my retinas registered was Cactua Gee's sneering face as she licked her lips.
I could sure go for a frog right about now.
Alright. Dead end. Oh, 56. SF Revenge of Cactua Gee. Alright. And it just ends there? Alright, well, we're at 96 now, right? Okay, how is this choice gonna lead to 4 more endings? Oh, shit. Yeah, we might have 2 more or 3 more streams, quite possibly, actually. Alright, I don't know if this will go out to straight to 100, though. I don't know if any of the endings will go straight to 100, but yeah. This is the last route we have. Unless there's, like, we get to 99 endings and then there's a bonus ending related to SF route, like the golden ending, where we get to see where everyone is, like an epilogue ending. Unless there's going to be one of those. An ending beyond the never ending. Decide your destiny. Alright, jump to which timeline? Coming of age, serial killer. When do we get the chip that allows us to... It's your future. When do we get the... I think we get that in the coming of age timeline, don't we? So when... Oh, man. Are we never gonna get a follow-up on the chip where it's like you can go horizontally and vertically? Are we not gonna do that? Sorry, Hiroko, but my decision hasn't changed. We need to go to the serial killer timeline. I can't just leave him. Leave myself like that. I wouldn't budge on that point. I see. She nodded listlessly. How about you? I told you, I won't object no matter what you chose. I'll keep my mouth shut and go along with it. So you'll help me? Yes. I gave Hiroko a grateful smile. She put her hand on her hip and let out a short sigh. 7:40 p.m. It's been 10 minutes since the leap window opened. In order to regain the time we'd lost, I had to configure the machine quickly. Hiroko and I put on our leap suits. Alright, let's go!
Alright, we made it back to the school.
Hiroko spoke in a clear, calm voice.
Are you sure you're okay with this? I'm the type to adapt quickly. I don't waste time worrying unlike someone I know. Now then, we're here to fix Tsukumi, but where is he?
I think I might know. Today is day 50, the day of the halfway to 100 party.
Ah, so he's in the cafeteria with the others. Yeah, but we can't just walk around here just like this, can we?
So I have another idea. We're gonna just jump him when he walks up the stairs. I remember that scene.
I see. They left party poppers behind in the rec room.
Yep, here we go.
So Tsukumi went there to collect them from the gift-o-matic. Yeah, if we wait here, we can rush him when he arrives. He's going to come up the stairs, right? Oh, he's going to come up those stairs up to the 3rd floor.
After a short wait, there he was, just as I predicted. The version of me from this timeline. Tsukumi. Here we go. Ugh. Tsukumi took a solid punch from the gut, to the gut from Hiroko and went down. He was already unconscious before he hit the floor. God, how hard was that gut punch? Hiroko and I brought him to the infirmary. I let Hiroko handle his treatment. Okay, that was easy. So, will this just be the zombie and he gets infected again anyways?
Alright, his treatment is finished, all thanks to this. The cerebral glitch repair program. Then the Gi data in his brain is... Yes, it's been completely erased. That means I won't hurt anyone in this timeline. Indeed, he'll be back to the harmless, dim-witted Tsukumi Samino we all know and love.
Her insults didn't sting in the least. If anything, they were like music to my ears. Alright, I added a like to that line. After that, Hiroko and I hauled Tsukumi's unconscious body to the metal shop and found a place to set him down. We were trying to be considerate when we chose that room. We thought it would be easier for everyone to find them somewhere closer to the cafeteria where the party was being held, or you could have just left them in the rec room to get where the party poppers were, because that's where we were supposed to be, but sure. That was the end of our Tsukumi problem. Hiroko and I returned to the lab. And then, do we have extra time to go to the coming of age timeline, or what? Danganronpa music starts playing.
Let's head back. Right.
I smacked the red button and got onto the platform. Hiroko followed suit. We still don't even have closure, actually, now that I think about it. There's a lot of things we still have yet to get closure for. Even outside of, like, the comedy route being born. Like, at the end of the mystery route, where half of the cast just sort of shows up. Which means they had to come up from, like, another timeline, right? Like, this had to, like, half of them had, the other half of them had to come from another timeline. We still need closure on that as well. There is still a lot, surprisingly. You know what? I may not like some of the smaller stuff that's in the SF route, but, like, in the broad strokes of things, the SF route is fascinating with how much information and how much it connects to the other timelines in this game. I do really like that. I may not like some of the smaller stuff, and I still think second scenario is better, but this route is not too shabby. I smacked the red button and got onto the platform. Hiroko followed suit. In her suit.
Here we go.
Okay. We're back in our original timeline. Immediately, I was overcome with intense palpitations. Oh, okay. Did we get the suit with the hole in it this time? The world was spinning around me. I could hardly breathe. At first, I blamed the leap suit. I peeled it off, putting my hand on my chest and breathing deeply. There was no sign of the pain getting better. My heart raced, my head spun, and my lungs ached.
What's wrong, Takumi?
Interesting how it swapped here, actually. Just as Hiroko rushed to my side, I lost all strength and fell to the ground. Here we go. Suddenly she was holding me in her arms.
You're okay, Takumi. Stay with me.
So this is our third time, right? I wanted to scream to her that I wasn't okay at all, but I couldn't make a sound. I couldn't breathe normally. All my air was gone, as if someone had sucked it out of me with a straw.
Don't tell me.
Still supporting me with one arm, Hiroko reached for the leap suit on the ground. It had been the one I'd been wearing. She examined it closely. Before long, her eyes widened and she gasped.
A hole. There's a hole in it.
Okay, I see. Akiba's glory hole rearing its ugly head yet again. In all seriousness though, alright, I see. Okay, so the hole is coming back. Like the arrow hole that was fired into one of the things. Interesting. How would I rate second scenario out of 10? In terms of this story and like what is the best follow-up for the original timeline, the prologue, I would say 10 out of 10. Overall for story though and like enjoyment, for what this game is, I'd say like 9.5 out of 10. There's some smaller things I still feel like, you know, I don't like as much, especially with like, you know, I guess some of the characters who die earlier on in that specific route as well. Not being able to get as much characterization I would like. Same thing with Ava, not being able to get like her characterization, especially, or like, you know, at least mentions of Commune, or like how Commune is important to her as a character, that sort of thing. But like, you know, I feel like for what this game, the main themes of this game, which tackles not just war but also like themes of colonialism as well. I feel like second scenario is the best follow-up for what the original, like, first scenario is.
But why? How? Nothing happened when we jumped into that timeline.
So why is there a hole now?
Looking closely, it's starting to fray in a few spots. Did one of these spots get torn open? It doesn't matter what caused it. Takumi, this has to be...
leap damage.
Yeah. Could have figured that one out. I squeezed the words out of my throat. Everything around me was getting hazy. The very next moment, my consciousness fell apart into 1,000 pieces, vanishing without a trace like dust in the wind. Day 71! Give it up for day 71! How many days did we just skip, actually? Oh, fuck me. We skipped a lot, actually. Holy shit. I awoke suddenly. My eyelids slowly opened and I saw...
Hiroko?
Well, this is awkward. There we go. I flew upright, shocked by the sound of her voice. Well, I tried to, but... I couldn't get my muscles to cooperate, and unceremoniously rolled out of bed instead.
Are you alright?
With Hiroko's help, I managed to get to my feet. My legs trembled like a newborn fawn's. I have 4 questions. Was unconscious for 10 days. Probably has muscle atrophy. First thing he says when he wakes up after being in a 10-day coma after obtaining leap damage, which could potentially kill him. To the person who was taking care of him, I have 4 questions. But what? 4? So suddenly, that's my liver mortis code number. Just answer me, what day is today? It continued after a deep sigh. You aren't gonna like this. It's day 71. Day 71? Joshua, do I mind unbrainwashed Ava dying in 2 routes, or is that a flaw I have with the game? Not really. And here's why. Because I feel like she had her agency as a character before they killed her off, you know? She still had her own agency as a character. We got to see her true characterization before she died off. Even, like, I guess, even if sometimes it is soon. Like, I feel like the Killing Game one sticks out more to me in my head. Because, like, you know, once again, kind of, like, showing off, like, you know, what a good mother would do. Or, like, you know, like, her way of doing that. Like, that sort of thing. I think is, like, a very good and strong characterization for Ava. But, like... I forgot what the second one was, in all honesty. Oh, Murder Mystery. Oh, yeah, Murder Mystery. Murder Mystery was the second one. Oh. I don't want to say that one was anticlimactic, but at least she had her own agency as a character. Yes, you've been out cold for 20 days. 20 days? My bad, not 10. Wow, okay. Next question. Why did you just scream like that? Isn't it obvious? You suddenly woke up after 20 days. I was starting to think you might never open your eyes again. Sorry for making you worry. I wasn't worried. Besides, you should see how worried everyone else is. That's right, I need to tell them that you're awake. Yuriko was about to run for the door, but I was quick to stop her. Wait!
Huh?
I'm not done. I still have 2 questions left. What are they? What about our battles? The enemy must have attacked while I was out. They attacked, alright. On day 57 and day 63. But as you can see, the school is still standing. We fought without you and won. Thanks. That's some good work. That hardly sounded sincere. Don't tell me you feel like you missed out. Or do you not like that the team proved it could win without you? Hey, come on. Never mind that. What's your last question? Oh, well, this is a big one, but did anything change while I was asleep? Change? No, nothing changed. Did you find anything out, though? Any new information? Oh, I do have one thing. It's about the liver mortis codes. There's no point in collecting them. What? Why? Because the distress signal transmitter... Is it fake? I mean, I know it's fake. But how did you find out it was fake in this one? Next moment, I was suddenly seized by a violent nausea. It surged up from deep inside me and ripped along my throat. I couldn't hold back. Vomit? Oh, it's blood. Yeah. So we're dying now? I spewed liquid all over the place. It was sticky, shiny, fresh blood. The color of ripe cherries. Ugh. Takumi, you... I'm fine. Don't worry. You just vomit up blood, my guy! What do you mean I'm fine? Don't lie to me. You're clearly not okay at all. You haven't recovered from your leap damage. You need to rest more. I rested plenty. I was asleep for 20 days. But Takumi... The nausea was gone, but my vision was still blurry. The pulse was racing, and with each throb, there was a stabbing pain in my head. Tomorrow's day 72. Another attack is coming, right? I can't leave it all to you. You're planning the fight? Like that? Yeah. Don't be absurd. You're in no condition to fight. Do we get a Hiroko protag swap? Joshua, people who say they're fine are not fine, yeah? But I have to. I have to protect everyone's happiness. Then sit down and behave. If you go out onto the battlefield now, you'll make them all miserable. I will? You really are slow, aren't you? If you fight now, if you go out on the battlefield, you're going to die. Do you hear me? You leapt twice with your skin exposed. Even though you were wearing a leap suit on day 50, it had a hole on it. You know what that means, right?
If you parallel leap 2, maybe 3 more times with exposed skin, your body will eject all of its cryptoglobin.
Right, yeah, I remember that.
That means no more revivals. You'll die, and you'll stay dead.
Could you, like, I don't know, reproduce cryptoglobin? Like, naturally? Like, think of it like this. What I'm trying to describe, what I'm trying to say is this. Like, the best way I could, like, describe this in my head is, like, okay, let's just start with the base, alright? Like, you know how, like, blood, like, okay, how your cells reproduce? I'm pretty sure, like, you know, blood cells... Okay, do blood cells also reproduce as well? I'm pretty sure that is the case, right? Not repair, reproduction. I'm pretty sure they reproduce, right? Yeah, okay. They do not reproduce like normal cells. Instead, they constantly manufactured in red bone marrow through a process called hemophosis. I see, alright. Hot increase, eating food... Okay. Technically speaking... Okay, so yes and no is what I'm hearing. Yes and no is what I'm hearing. All I'm hearing is yes and no, they do reproduce. Okay, so my question is, can cryptoglobin, since it's tied to blood, also reproduce, first of all? And second of all, like, okay, with Nozomi's case, is it like, you know, after we, like, you know, forcibly injected her with blood transfusions for, like, you know, cryptoglobin, and now she needs cryptoglobin in order to survive, like, with rejection symptoms and shit. Is that like the equivalent of like a blood disease, like, oh, I don't know, let's just say diabetes in a way, I suppose? Is it similar to that, maybe? I'm trying to understand here. You said once or twice more. Then I have one more time left at most to kill me. I'm okay. Whatever happened just now is over. It's nothing to worry about. Okay, so it's just down and back once. And not like down is one and back is twice. Alright. Sure, whatever. Hiroko shook her head, dumbfounded.
Oh.
You're not in your right mind, Takumi. Do you remember what I told you before?
Serious sleep damage can affect the brain and rob you of your memories and your ability to reason.
Alright. Are you saying I'm not being rational?
Huh.
Obviously not. That's exactly what I'm saying. Well, you weren't in the other timeline. If you go into battle like this, you'll only slow us down. You know that if you're... Oh god. You know that if you were thinking straight. Instead, he's thinking gi.
Tuh.
You're also forgetting that your fate isn't yours alone.
In short, if all of the Special Defense Unit members in this timeline survive until 10 a.m. on day 100, the sum of all those lives will serve as a huge weight that can tear away the mighty spring that is the time loop.
Right. We need all of the Special Defense Unit members together until the final day. If we lose just one person, you and I won't be able to break free of this infinite loop. So please, stay here. Rest. Do it for me. Hiroko had a point. Maybe I wasn't thinking rationally. The team had managed to win battles without me. Twice. They'd more than proven themselves. Maybe there was no sense in forcing myself to go. Arguably, it was part of my duty as captain to trust them. But even if things had worked out for them so far, there was no guarantee that would be the case for tomorrow's battle as well. If I stayed back and everyone got killed, I'd be overcome with immeasurable regret. It's fine, we're in a time loop, we have a second try. What was the right choice? Should I go and fight, or stay and let everyone else handle it? I agonized over the decision until, finally, I made my choice. Oh, another choice. Wow, we're getting a lot of choices this stream, actually. Decide your destiny! Join tomorrow's battle? Alright, let's see here. Yes or no? I think I'm just gonna go with no. I'm gonna trust Hiroko on this. We were just coughing up blood. It's your future. We were just coughing up blood. We kinda gotta go with a no. Cleverlin plays? Fine. I won't go. You've made a wise decision. But it's not because I don't want to die. It's only because I don't want to get in your way. Plus, it's very likely that all the exertion of the battle would make would make this illness worse. And if I really do end up dying, we won't break free of the time loop. You're doing this for me too, aren't you? I nodded. Thank you.
I'm glad you decided to be reasonable. Get some rest tomorrow. God, it kind of sucks getting the ending where everyone survived and we broke out of the time loop already. And then we're doing this, because now I'm like, oh, fuck, what's going to go wrong? I'm going to be constantly like, oh, fuck, what's about to go wrong? Please, I'm an expert in getting rest at this point. Ruka smiled at my little joke before she left. It didn't take long for everyone else to show up to my room. It must have been a shock for them to see me awake after I'd been unconscious for so long. Joshua, am I stopping 100 line streams after I get 100 endings? Once again, I'm probably going to do one stream for the tier list and the Bond event stream. I'm going to try to make those one stream, but they could potentially end up being two. But yeah, after that, I'm going to be stopping 100 line. Yeah, pretty much. They cheered, they cried, they danced happy dances. Once all the emotions settled down, they carried me outside and tirelessly threw me into the air over and over again, and then they vomited up more blood. Such a bunch of lovable idiots. Heat welled up in my chest. Nope, that would be the blood we're about to vomit. But it made me feel all the more frustrated. I wouldn't be able to fight for them tomorrow. I wouldn't be able to protect them. I was supposed to be their captain, their leader. I couldn't help feeling overwhelmed with regret. Day 72, give it up for day 72. Day 73, give it up for day 73. Did we just go into another coma? Good morning, Takumi.
Good morning. Well,
Thanks, Yuriko.
good evening. And welcome to day 73, actually.
I had absolutely no memory of the previous day. I wasn't even sure how or when I fell asleep the day before that. I asked Hiroko what happened, and she explained.
It's sleep damage again. If you take it easy for a while, the symptoms should subside.
Okay, how long is a while?
How long is a while?
Yeah, be it Takumi, man.
More than 2 or 3 days, I can tell you that much.
Well, we were unconscious for like 20.
Yesterday's battle.
It was trivial. Nothing but cannon fodder.
Oh, I'm glad it went well.
Okay, but Dao's Jaw's gonna show up eventually.
You don't sound like you mean that. Are you upset?
A little. I feel like I got benched before the game even started.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling, Takumi. Hiroko's expression softened a little.
Stand?
Huh?
I'm asking if you're able to move.
Probably. If I try.
All right. Then come with me. I have something to discuss with you.
What? We went to the wrong timeline?
Keep it down. What if everyone hears you?
Alright, round 2, Electric Boogaloo. Wait a minute. So you're saying on day 50, we didn't go to the killer timeline, but the zombie timeline?
That's right.
When did you realize?
This afternoon, I went to inspect the PLM and noticed when I was checking the logs. That's why the zombie timeline Takumi was normal.
Oh, okay, so yeah, we are explaining it. Alright. No, all we did was create a timeline for the zombies. Alright. He was cured on day 50 by us. So I didn't end up becoming a killer in the zombie branch?
Yes.
How could you mess that up?
Excuse me? Have you forgotten you're the one who set up the machine that... Oh god. You're the one who set the machine that time?
Yep, it is. She's right. I was the one who decided we should go to the serial killer timeline. And I'd been responsible for setting up the machine. Yep. Oops. We were 10 minutes past the beginning of the leap window at the time. I configured the machine quickly to regain the time we'd lost. Clearly, I screwed it up. It was a careless mistake that ended up putting us in the wrong timeline. You've got to be kidding me. If we called the serial killer Takumi, oh my god, 2Kumi, this means 2Kumi still hasn't been cured.
I'm afraid not.
How are you so calm about this?
I'm always calm.
We continued our discussion as we changed locations. Hiroko, when are the blood space waves gonna surge next? Use the device and check for yourself. It's tonight, 12 a.m., just a little past midnight. Technically, that's tomorrow, day 74.
Hey!
I'm not arguing the details with you. A man has fallen in the river of Lego City.
Hey!
Oh.
So, what do? We leave. Where? We only got 30 minutes. The serial killer timeline, obviously. Are we gonna just screw up what timeline we leap to, like, for the next 5 times? Today is day 73. 2 Kumis already killed 4 people. Ava, Moko, Takamaru, and Kuraba. But if we jump now and cure him, we can at least prevent him from killing any further murders, right? We could build a new world where 2 Kumi stops his crime spree. I messed up the settings, so I have to take some responsibility for what he did after day 50. It's only right that I make up for that. I mean, we can't just let him run wild, can we? I understand where you're coming from. Unfortunately, there are 2 reasons we can't go and fix him tonight.
Huh?
2 reasons? First, look at the device again. When does the leap window close? 12:35 a.m. Exactly. We'd only have 30 minutes. Even if we ran full speed from the lab to the school, that journey would eat up all of our time. It's not possible to heal 2 Kumi and make it back. Then what if we just stay there? Have you lost your mind? We have no idea when the blood space waves will surge again. There's no telling when we'd be able to come back.
Oh.
And even if time wasn't an issue, we still wouldn't be able to fix 2 Kumi. Too much time has passed since the Gi awakened. The Gi data would have already eroded every last nook and cranny of his brain. Would it though? Would it have really? The program will no longer be enough to remove the glitch. This is why you need to give up on the idea of making him better. Is that clear? 2 Kumi can't be healed. He can't be healed. The words repeated in my mind like a haunting echo. Just then, somewhere in the maelstrom of thoughts came an idea. All this means is that I need to kill 2 Kumi myself. Day 74! Give it up for day 74! Good morning, Takumi! Oh god, we're bringing back the creepy music again. Dude! How are we still getting new shit 95, like 96 endings in? 12:05 a.m. I found myself in the lab alone. I wasn't sure how I got there. Takumi on his homophobic arc. That reminds me of something Hiroko said.
Serious sleep damage.
Oh
can
my god,
affect
I
the
got
brain
it.
And rob you of your memories and your ability to reason.
Memory issues aside, my reasoning still seemed intact to me. I was being completely rational, are we? If I let 2 Kumi continue to run loose, more of my friends would end up dead. If we can't cure him, I need to get rid of him. That was the rational conclusion I'd come to after calm and careful consideration. Oh! 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 Wait a minute. Oh! I forgot about the Nozomi Protag swap. Wait, then why the fuck did you kill Nozomi in this one? Or was that Hiroko? Oh, no, Hiroko would make sense. Is it Cactua? Did Cactua Gi on our Wild Adventure 2? Where does it start and where does it end? That's right. That's why I came here. To kill myself. Now. We got the one without the hole, right? Time to head to the serial killer timeline. Alright, this is interesting. Alright, I'm having fun again with this route. "1:30 a.m. By the time I made it to the school, the leap window had long since closed. It looked like I'd be staying here for a while, but that didn't concern me in the moment. I was too focused on fulfilling my goal. I was still wearing my leap suit. The idea of killing myself while being recognizable made me uncomfortable. I wanted to consider Kumi's feelings too. Okay. He'd be able to rest easier thinking he was killed by a mysterious stranger rather than knowing he'd been killed by himself. Just then, I realized I was holding something tightly in my hands. Yeah, the power saw. It was a power saw. I had no recollection of where it came from. Maybe I picked it up on the way here? Anyway, I'd better go look for Kumi. Anyway, I better go looking for Kumi. My bad. I forgot about that for a second. Fuck, are we infected by the Gi agenda again? My consciousness was fading in and out again. Suddenly, I was in the first floor hallway. I didn't have to look far. Tsukumi was right there in front of me. So was Tsuzomi, I guess I'm going with. Hey! Nozomi, run! This way! The moment they spotted me, their faces contorted in terror and they began to run. Are we gonna play? I couldn't let them get away. I had my power saw and gave chase. Are we gonna actually give chase? Yep. Alright, this is interesting. We're doing this again? Alright, this is cool. I like this. This is neat. This is neat. I think this is neat. I just think this is neat. It's interesting seeing this from another perspective. So why did we kill everyone else? Did the Gi leave? Oh my god. No, it's Gi data. There's no physical Gi in him. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Time to murder. I finally cornered Kumi at the top of the staircase. I was slowly closing the distance between us. I raised the power saw and then... I wasn't sure how. Maybe he slipped, but Kumi fell backwards, tumbling down the stairs. I quickly followed him down. Okay, so we're getting this CG from this POV. And there he was, splayed out on the floor. His face twisted in agony. He seemed barely conscious. He must have hit his head. Now's my chance. I can kill him right here. I ferociously rushed over to Kumi, holding the power saw high above my head. I just can't do it. What would make me come back to this game, ignoring the mods from the modding community? Because you can't guarantee nor promise you'll stream those. Fair enough. I don't know. Maybe if DLC came out, I could pick it up if, like, you know, I do a poll. Like, okay, if DLC comes out, I'll probably add 100 Line back to the poll for the DLC. Cause like also I have DMC Devil May Cry, you know, Devil May Cry, DLC with, like, you know, Virgin, aka Virgil's DLC, on that poll. I don't know if I still have it on the poll, but it was on the poll for a while, and I was gonna do his DLC. And I also did, like, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. I did the original series, and then I did, like, the DLC for it later. I just can't do it. I mean, unless they make a full-on fan game. Kill myself? How? How could I? How could I possibly do that to myself? I lost my strength, lowering the power saw. It slipped out of my hands and clattered to the floor. And then it bounced up comedically and just hit Kumi. Suddenly... The Gi agenda! Kumi's eyes flew open. There was a sinister light in them. Oh, did we just switch places? As soon as I saw it, I knew what it meant. It was the Gi. The Gi was awake. The Gi agenda. It was the Gi. It really was inside of Kumi's brain. In fact, Kumi was no longer with us. It made more sense to call him, oh my god, Kumi Gi, while the Gi had control of his body. The next moment, Takumi Gi swiftly picked up the power saw from the floor. I sawed Takumi in half! Damn. So it was just the normal Takumi then. And then Takumi Gi just permanently took over at this moment, right? My back slashed, I fell to the floor. I could feel how horribly deep the wound was, but strangely it didn't hurt. Maybe my spinal cord had been severed, preventing the pain from reaching my brain. Soon after that, Takumi Gi made a series of strange decisions. He removed my leap suit. Then he dressed me in replica class armor with the Gift-O-Matic. I wasn't sure what was the purpose of that was. It just happened. Oh my god. Once I was in the class armor, he got into position beside me. As if to forward tormently, he mercilessly shredded my back with the power saw. Ikeda? Oh, it's just Ikeda Daiki again! If you think about it, it is kind of like reverse Ikeda Daiki here, with like black, with the black stripe instead of white. Kimune has the white one. Okay. When he was finally finished with his incomprehensible course of action, Takumi Gi left with a satisfied grin on his face. It is skinwalking as me. He is just skinwalking as himself. How have we gotten to the point to where we're fucking skinwalking as ourselves? What the fuck? All that remained was my body, dressed in class armor, or more accurately, my corpse. After all, I'd stopped breathing a long time ago. How are you still conscious? Is that the end? Okay, then that's how my story ends, I guess. 60, SF route, a form of suicide. Okay, sure. Alright, are we at 97? Wow, 97 endings. There's still 3 more left. There's a lot that is still, like, open-ended. Yeah, it might honestly be this stream. Now I don't want to say this stream we're finishing. We got, like, 30 minutes left on my timer here. But, like, this Sunday, if I decide to stream this Sunday, if I'm not too tired from traveling, we'll finish this game, actually. Holy hell. That's kind of insane. I mean, I've been playing this game for the past year, too. Like, it's so surreal being this close to being finished. Decide your destiny. Join tomorrow's battle. Yes. It's your future. Claire the Loon plays again. Hiroko, I have to fight. Takumi. I'm telling you, I'm fine now. I won't hold you guys back in the fight.
Hey!
But I can't just sit here and watch. A man has fallen in the river of Lego City.
Hey!
I can't just sit around while everyone puts their lives on the line in battle, the 100 line. Please, hear me out. Okay, hear me out. Please, hear me out. I really, genuinely want to fight for all of us. Ryuko shut her eyes. After a heavy sigh, she spoke. Fine, if you insist, but if it gets too much for you, let me know immediately. A servant can't die before his master. That's an order, you hear me? Yeah, of course. Hiroko quietly took her leave after hearing my answer. It didn't take long for everyone else to show up in my room. It must have been a shock for them to see me awake after I'd been unconscious for so long. They cheered, they cried, they sang happy tunes. Once all the emotions settled down, they carried me outside and threw me into the air over and over again, and then I vomited up blood. As I flew through the air, the bit just repeats. My bits are fucking starting to loop too. As I flew through the air, I felt certain I made the right choice. I would fight to protect them. That was the right thing to do. It couldn't possibly be a mistake. At the same time, I was more sure than ever that I needed to stay alive until 10 a.m. on day 100. For all of us. For Hiroko I have to keep everyone alive to the very end. I made a solemn vow in my heart as I flew in the air, coming just a small distance closer to the satellite. Day 72! Give it up for day 72! Good morning, Takumi. My head was fuzzy. Everyone was already gathered inside the war room. Alright. You were discussing all the details of our upcoming defensive battle, but I could barely hear anything. It was like my head was submerged underwater. Takumi, are you okay? You seem a little out of it. Hey, are you even listening? I'm fine. Oh, face.
You can't help it. He's still in recovery.
He was asleep for 20 days with an unknown infection after all. Apparently, that was the cover story Hiroko came up with. It was as good as an explanation as any. She was in no position to start talking about leap damage after all.
But can you fight like this, dude? Shouldn't you get some more rest?
I said I'm fine. I won't get in the way. You just have to believe me. I clenched my fist and pleaded. Immediately after, the alarm sounded. Blah, blah, what's new, pussycat? Skip. Okay, guys, let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out! Alright. Bloody Magical Transformation. Let's go. Where we dropping, boys? Alright. Help me! We're doing this again.
No!
Alright. Skip. Whew, alright. Yeah, me too, Takumi.
Takumi, are you sure you're going to be all right?
Why do you ask?
You look like you're struggling with every step.
Struggling? No way. We're only fighting minions anyway. This is nothing.
Are you certain of that, Sir Takumi? You're absolutely pouring sweat. It doesn't look like it's nothing.
Drop it! I told you not to worry about me. Forget that and focus
Oh,
on the
boy.
next wave. Here we go.
Coughs up blood. Alright.
Not like
Help!
this.
Help me!
Help me!
Help me! Hey!
Are you freaking kidding me? That's all there is?
There's no commander this time, so yes, that's it.
Ugh, what a letdown.
Like appetizers.
Oh,
with
did they
no
do the
heart.
cheer without Takumi the last two times as well?
It was so easy that it makes me feel unsettled.
Maybe it was a harbinger of a future disaster?
Please don't say that. Don't say that. I already know we're fucked. We already got the best ending we could in this route.
We still won. Isn't that what matters?
Yeah, I guess so. Well then, Takumi, go ahead and lead our chant.
Takumi fucking dying right now like the fucking mummy alien. Yeah. Pretty much.
Takumi?
Takumi, you don't look so good.
We get to skip the cheer. There he goes.
Hey, Takumi, what's the matter? Snap out of it.
Takumi! Takumi!
Takumi!
That is his name. Hey, you know, brings me back to the Koda Takumi route. Whoa! Day 98, give it up for day 98. What the fuck? Say 8. We're already on day 98. What the fuck? I came to you along with the morning announcement. I heard the date loud and clear. Fucking excuse me? Day 98. It can't be. I murmured to myself and tried to get out of bed, but after sleeping for so long, I couldn't get my muscles to engage. I twisted around and rolled out of bed, steadying myself against my desk as I forced myself to my feet. Okay, if we do manage to get all 100 endings in the next 18 minutes, then if I do stream this Sunday, I might just split the Bond event stream and the tier list stream into two, actually. So, like, I'd be able to, you know, settle on, like, the Bond events and getting the characterization for them there. I doubt that we're probably going to do it, but, you know, we might be able to. It's feasible now. Not how many endings, actually? I think we have, like, 3 more endings to get. It's actually feasible that we can finish within this stream now, I think. Can I, how do I check my ending count? Load. Yeah. I have to ask everyone what happened. They should be at breakfast right now, and they're all dead again. And it was Kakogi or Tukuge. I stumbled out of my room, leaning against the walls as I made my way to the cafeteria. Okay, no, they're all still alive, I think. Nope, we're missing someone. Are we missing someone? No, It's not mentioned yet. When I arrived, everyone was there, just as I suspected. They were frozen like statues, their jaws practically on the floor. Yeah? Me. Wait, there was someone missing. It was Nozomi. I couldn't see her anywhere, but before I could ask, Gecko started talking.
Hey! Are you messing with me? Why is Takumi here? What do you mean, why? He must have come too. Yeah, Takumi's awake. Yo, you're back.
Oh, okay. Thanks, game. Yay, woohoo! Alright, thunderous cheers echoed around me. Everyone gathered around. They hugged me and ruffled my hair as they clamored with delight. Eventually, is Nozomi dead? Once their excitement had subsided a little, I fixed my hair and cleared my throat. Sorry, I saw Joshua say ew in response to, like, the Ava. My god. Can I ask what happened over the last 25 days while I was asleep? Oh, what with blushes? Where to start? We took turns looking after you. What about the defensive battles?
We had one on day 87 and one on day 93.
An elderly warrior named Dao Sha came both times, but we vanquished him. Oh, speaking of battles, Vestas is coming tomorrow, but you don't need to fight. What? Of course I do. Just how clueless are you? You're in no shape to fight. That's right, Mrs. Amino. Take it easy and get some rest.
If your leap damage gets any worse, we'll all be in trouble.
Oh, I guess they get told about leaping in this timeline. Alright, we still have... We still have the missing half. We still have the missing half to explain here, and then we still got to go back in time and create the comedy route, is what I'm thinking. There's gonna be one more ending as well. I don't know if that one more ending is just gonna be a bad end in the SF route or whatever, but, yeah. There are, like, 3 more endings we need. Or at least 2. There are 2 more endings we need, and there could be, like, an extra 100th ending epilogue. We'll see. Huh? I couldn't believe my ears. How do you guys know about leap damage? I told them. I told them everything. Even about the time loop. Oh, well, this timeline's doomed. Why? Well...
We grilled her about it. We asked her if you really had some kind of mystery infection. We were like, you need to tell us what really happened, so we can find a way to cure him and save him together. Just like that.
But... Okay, we're flashing back to this.
Tell them the truth. We're guaranteed to have the worst possible outcome.
Uh-oh.
I've lived through 146 loops, and there's never been a single exception.
Doomed route. Pardon a crap smear like me for opening his fetid face hole, but shouldn't we be happy? Takumi's finally better.
That's right. I'm so happy I could do a backflip.
And I finished making the baby jar too. The baby. Let's go. The baby jar again. Now we just need Nozomi to wake up. Oh, her rejection symptoms. I couldn't keep up with all this. Everything they said led to new questions. What's a baby jar? And what happened to Nozomi?
Yeah, about that.
Everyone fell silent. Something must have happened. Something that was difficult to talk about.
Okay, why don't you tell him?
We still haven't eaten breakfast, Sho.
Alright, Takumi. Come with me. Hiroko left the cafeteria. I hurried after her. Eventually, we reached our destination. Oh, okay, this. Huh? What? What the hell is going on? Why is the escape pod all corroded? Can't you tell? It's particle bacteria. But we sprayed QB liquid all over the school on day 42. We sprayed Tom Brady's cum all over the school on day 42. Inside the school, yes, but we must have missed some affected areas. The bacteria found its way through the vents. We only found out 10 or so days ago. There wasn't any point in spraying it down with our remaining QB liquid. I mean, you could have, like, stopped the damage from getting worse, because we were going to need to repair it either way. Even if we'd done that, there's no way we could have had the pod repaired by day 100. But then, when the final attack launches on day 100 flashes back to it, it is. God fucking damn it. Don't worry. The attack's not going to launch. Why? We're going to stop it. How? We're going to take the baby out of the machine in the defense room. You can't do that. You'll kill him. Normally, you'd be right. We can't just remove him without a plan. That's why Tsubasa made a baby jar. Here's a photo of it. Like she said, she just finished it. So the jar's still empty for now. We're going to put the baby in there as soon as we've finished with breakfast. Will he be able to survive in that thing? Yes. The jar has a life support system attached to it. So then, the missiles won't be fully charged with his energy. Which means he'll be able to stop the final attack. Oh, I guess I don't have anything to worry about after all. Nozomi. Nobody told you to worry in the first place. I can't say we're totally in the clear, though. Are you talking about Nozomi? Hiroko nodded. What happened to her? I think showing you would be the best way to explain. Come with me. She's in her room. Is she? Yeah, she's obviously also in a coma.
Nozomi?
What the fuck am I looking at? Excuse me? Why is she glowing?
Why is she glimmering?
Yeah, me too, Takumi. What the fuck? Why is she glimmering?
It was day 85. I brought everyone to the lab to tell them about parallel leaping.
If only Ava had horny sprites, would I be able to tolerate it and power through it? I feel like that would only make it worse. Somehow, because like the horny sprites only show up when she's lobotomized. Somehow, I feel like that would be worse. The writer thinly veiled lobotomization, like lobotomy patient fetish. Like, I feel like that would only make it worse somehow. I think that would only make it worse. If she was the only one with the horny sprites, and also the sprites only showed up when she's lobotomized. Somehow that makes it worse.
On the way back, a tiny meteorite came flying down from the sky.
What? What? What the fuck is this?
It exploded in midair, and these particles of light came raining down.
What the fuck? Is she going Super Saiyan? What the fuck is this? What do you mean? What do you mean a meteorite just fucking, it came down and exploded midair, and particles of light just came raining down, and now she's fucking glowing? What the fuck are you talking about?
Nozomi was completely covered in them.
How the fuck did we get here?
Thankfully, she doesn't seem to have any external wounds. But she lost consciousness immediately after it happened.
Okay, sure.
That brings us to what you see here.
Okay, game, whatever. Sure, buddy. Yeah, you could. What the fuck? Where are we going with this?
Is her life in any danger?
No. She's just sleeping. Her breathing and pulse are normal. So, don't worry about that.
Having to deal with the drooling sprites the whole game would also be worse. Yeah, no shit. I stared hard at Nozomi. She was comatose, and yet, for some reason, it did make me feel anxious. She's been cured of her rejection symptoms. The meteorite turned her into a true Photoran, and now she's able to use her powers. And then in this route, she's just gonna be able to use actual class armor instead of the artificial kind. Maybe it was because of the Maybe it's because of the magnificent shine coming off of her body. To me, it looked like something sacred that would only be granted to a chosen one. Oh boy. Now then, we've taken up a lot of time getting you up to speed. Everyone's waiting in the cafeteria. We need to head to the defense room and put the baby in the jar. What about breakfast? You're going to have to skip it. Are you insane? I've been asleep for 25 days! But you're still fine, aren't you? We were feeding you intravenously. Now that you mentioned it, I realized I didn't really feel hungry. Come on, let's go. True evil appears without warning. It was a realization I felt all too keenly. Hi, Sire. Back in the cafeteria, Hiroko and I were greeted by a scene that was difficult to process. Everyone just fucking tased. Oh, they're just dead. Alright.
How?
What the okay.
This can't be.
Cactuagi! The blood drained from my face. Went weak in the knees. I could hardly continue standing upright. How the fuck did... You know what? Hold on. How did Kumi-gi manage to fucking, like, course correct? Here I go with this sick-ass fucking murder plot. I'm gonna kill Takumi, and then I'm gonna make him look like he's this Takumi, me from this timeline. And then, like, how the fuck did he just come up with that one so fast? And also, know it was us after he took out... Or did he take us out from the suit, and then... he did the other shit? If it's the latter, then fine. He just adjusted after learning that information. But still, if it was before that, that's just dumb. What the hell happened here? I clutched my chest and tried to take deep breaths. Calm down, I told myself. I had to stop panicking and make sure I was really seeing what I thought I was seeing. Takamaru, Yugamu, Ima, Darumi, and Kyoshika. All 5 of them were laying in a sea of blood. There wasn't even a hint of movement. It was clear they were already gone. But it wasn't just them. The other 8 were laid out on the floor around them. There was no sign of blood on them. Were they okay?
Snap out of it, Takumi. We need to get them to the infirmary.
We were gone for like 5 minutes, guys.
Right. Got it.
No sooner than I took a step forward. Oh, is it again? Oh, yep, it is. Hi. Cactuagi! Cactuagi!
The key infected Kako. It's Kako-G.
Cactuagi! Just when you think we're done, she rears her ugly head!
What a terrible nickname! Could you please not call me that? Anyway, you know me? You must have been to that timeline then.
Oop.
Have you been following me? Not that it matters now.
Cactuagi continued speaking as she swung around her survival knife.
A shame. I was about to kill the rest of them too. You just had to show up and ruin it.
Was the food and water drugged again?
You must be the one who ran away from the mystery timeline.
Mystery timeline? I'm not familiar with that name, but you're probably right. Except I didn't run away. I just got bored and went somewhere else.
Yeah, okay, so we're getting closer for the... Okay, now I see why there was a story lock, and then we had to finish the murder mystery route. Now I see what the purpose of the story lock now.
By the way, I made sure to slaughter every last one of them in that timeline.
Okay, must have been one of the ones where she just managed to do it. Alright.
Why would you do
She gets away with it. God, okay, would explain why there's multiple Cactua Geese just in the fucking, like, just time-space continuum.
Did I never tell you? Deep inside me, there's an unstoppable urge to kill other animals. It's part of my reproductive instincts. I was born that way. For me, killing feels like what your species does in bed.
I was about to say that, but then I thought it wouldn't be appropriate. Thanks for saying that for me, game.
But if you ask me, the things you do
Snuff films
are far more grotesque and repulsive.
You know what? You could kill Gaku. We'll let you kill one more.
Oh, look. They've started to come around while we were talking.
What did you do to them?
Are these the ones that were dead in the other timeline? Probably, actually.
Nothing too serious. I just put some sleeping pills in the water cooler.
Okay, yeah, I assumed as much.
And then everybody drank the water and fell unconscious.
Exactly. Anyway, it'll be a problem
How convenient.
if they wake up. The odds of a 10-on-1 fight aren't in my favor.
You know, it's oddly convenient that, you know, the people who just so happen to die here were the people that are missing in the mystery timeline.
This doesn't mean you've won, though. I just don't want to harm this vessel. I've had her for more than 75 days now. I've become quite attached. I really must be going now. See you around.
I was about to protest when... Oh, the Cactua Gi ran out of the cafeteria at an unbelievable speed. Could she not have just blitzed them then? Whatever.
We have to chase her down!
Wait, Takumi. We need to do something about our friends first.
Damn! You're right.
Hiroko and I examined the bodies of the first 5. They've bled out, having lost all their cryptoglobin. We couldn't revive them. The strength left our bodies and we collapsed to the ground. It wasn't long after that the rest of the unit came to. They were all horrified to see the carnage before them. Keka was particularly distraught. She clung to Ima's corpse and held it tight. She wailed like an animal, shaking her head and heaving heavy sobs. Even now, the shock still colored their faces. Hoping to calm everyone down a little, Hiroko and I brought them to the gym. Okay, you know, we're about to hit 2 hours, actually. I did say we were going to do a strict 2 hours here. And we did technically start stream a little later. I think this is probably a good cutting off point, or a good enough cutting off point. I don't think we're getting another ending tonight, but I do think that this upcoming Sunday, we might be finishing this. We're probably going to be finishing this game. I think. This upcoming Sunday, we are finishing this game for sure. If I do stream that day, if I'm not too tired from traveling. I do think that this will eventually be the time. Can I double check to see who's alive and dead? Nope. Alright, fuck you too, game. I do think that this will be the timeline that will connect to the mystery timeline. I do think that. It will explain how the other half of the group are technically still alive when they're really, really not. And it's just the other half of the group that's missing in the other timeline. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure everyone else who's still alive in our current timeline is dead in this timeline. So yeah, okay, that explains that. And then Takumi and Hiroko are going to go on a bunch of shenanigans, create the comedy route, and then there'll be one more ending after that. Probably one more ending where it's like, okay, we failed. We may have failed. We tried to get everyone to try to create a happier timeline and make sure everyone else got their happy ending in a way. But we're going to have to loop back and do this all over again. Next time we'll get it right for sure, is what I'm predicting these last few endings to be. I feel like the SF route definitely did pick up a little bit closer to the end there. I mean, still not my favorite route. Still not a fan of, like, everyone else kind of being out of the, like, time loop situation, and, them being told that time loop situation kind of kills them off. I prefer it if, like, slowly every character got to learn, got to, like, start getting memories, like Takumi and Hiroko, about the time loop, and then learning other stuff that they did in other timelines, getting the character arcs that they had in other timelines, like, vicariously through regaining their memories of the other timelines, and then having their arcs that way, personally, and then not taking away Ito or like Ava's agency. I prefer it that way, and then Commune actually getting screen time instead of just being mentioned. I would prefer it if SF Root did that instead. But unfortunately, I feel like, how do I say this? I feel like that this one, like, it's not reaching its full potential. I think it's good, but like it's not as great as the second scenario is to me. Do I like the Gi arc? They just keep coming back, man. I don't know how to feel about the Gi anymore. Like, I thought the Gi was gonna be like a one-off thing or even a two-off thing eventually. Like, them reusing information. I didn't think it would connect this way, and that's kind of interesting to me. But like, I don't know. It's starting to feel a little bit overused, but like I think that's kind of partially the point, because they're trying to connect all the timelines and all the different like scenarios now. Like, I feel like if second scenario is like what is like the route that makes the entire story itself matter, including the like 20-30 hour prologue that you have to go through in order to get to the real game, to make all that and like the main themes of the game that's tied to like the first scenario matter, then to me this route is like a response to like all the other routes and making all the other routes in a way kind of matter, or at least a select few, because not all the routes necessarily connect to this one, which is a bit of a shame, because I do feel like a few of like the weaker routes, in my opinion, could like technically in hindsight improve with if they did connect to this route. Like, for example, conspiracy route, like as an explanation with how Ito ended up the way he was. It wasn't just an accident. It was purposeful, that he got corrupted, and so that he would sabotage the entire project. I mean, once again, this is assuming that the anti-Exodus project movement is real on the artificial satellite. Once again, it would be interesting if the anti-Exodus project was like against the genocide and still trying to make peace with the people, with the Phatorans, because that would also kind of be similar to what happens in the rebellion route. That would be neat. Like, I feel like the conspiracy route as well as like the anti-Exodus project is like a cool idea that is severely undercooked and underutilized. Yeah, but we get new threats besides Commanders and Veshnes. That is true. I guess it is trying to establish new threats outside the Commanders and Veshnes, but like that new threat is just one threat that is also starting to get like a bit repetitive, I get that. I get that perspective, Joshua, but you do realize that the new threats is literally just one threat, and it's the Gi agenda. But yeah, I cannot believe we're almost done with this game. We might be able to finish it this weekend. Actually, like, we're at 97 endings now. It's crazy to see that we're almost done. The fact that there are 2 more days left makes me a bit more confident that we could probably finish this in a 2-hour stream if I do it on a Sunday. I might be willing to push it on Sunday though, because like I'm getting back in the morning, so like I might be able to stream when I normally stream, or like an hour later, like I don't know, at 2 or 3 p.m. Pacific time if I get back. Once again, I might be tired from traveling, but I'm gonna see if I can, just to get these last 3 endings and get the game done, so that the following Sunday we could just do the Bond events and the it depends on how long the Bond events ends up being. I could split the Bond events up between the Bond events, is what I'm trying to say here, and then the tier list, instead of wrapping it up in one. Because I feel like if I split it up between the Bond events and then the tier list, I would have time to like ruminate on the Bond events for like a week, and then I would be able to give a more educated opinion on the characters um, the following week for the tier list. I think that would probably be a better idea in hindsight, but we'll see. When we get to that stream, we'll see. I don't know what to call the next stream. I think I'll just call it Closure for now. I'm trying to come up with a title. But I think I'm just going to stick with that one for now as a placeholder. I might stick with it. I might not stick with it. But yeah, that is it. I'm actually really interested to see how these last like little bits of the that we're missing here actually connect back to the other timelines. Like I feel like once again, this route is fascinating in the fact that how it makes like explains other timelines and makes other timelines matter a lot more, and how interconnected everything is that way. It is really cool. I do like that aspect of this route, even though it's not my favorite route. But yeah, anyways, not gonna run this outro too long. Let me see if there's anyone streaming 100 lines so I can prepare the raid before I there is someone I know streaming right now, or do I want to go someone new? Let's see. We'll see this. If this person doesn't accept it, then I'll just reset it and give it to like someone I'm subscribed to. Either way. All right. Anyways, here, outro time. Once again, this Thursday, I'm leaving. I'm gonna be leaving. I'm gonna be visiting a family member who's currently suffering from cancer. I'm gonna be busy from Thursday until Sunday. I should be back by Sunday morning though. So like, there's not gonna be a Danganronpa stream this week. Unfortunately, no Friday stream, no Saturday stream, and Sunday stream is up in the air right now. But since I'm getting back in the morning, I might have time to stream in the afternoon, and we might be able to finish this game. No promises though right now, but that is kind of like the plan. And then of course, when I get back, I'm planning on doing like a couple makeup streams. So basically, we're gonna be doing a couple Wednesday streams. The Wednesday slot will be like, if I have those open, keep those open. I will be streaming The Amazing Digital Circus, of course. And then, of course, the Friday, Saturday slot, I'm going to double check with Bray to see if we can double up on Danganronpa 2 just to get it done faster. And we'll probably get to the Chapter 4 Daily Life and the Chapter 4 Investigation. The Chapter 4 Investigation is, longer. If you know, you know. I don't want to spoil it in case Bray will watch the stream playback. And then, of course, the following Sunday, we'll see. I feel like we will probably finish 100 line this Sunday if I stream this Sunday. But, like, we'll see if it's just going to be a Bond event stream, or if we're going to split it up between the Bond event stream and then the following Sunday we'll finish off the series finally with the tier list. We'll see when we get there. We'll see when we get there. We'll get there when we get there. But yeah. Also, still trying to hit my 50 follower Twitch goal and my 500 subscriber YouTube goal. Once we hit those goals, once we, kind of get the goals to become like Twitch affiliate and YouTube partner, I'm going to host a stream event where we play Among Us, Carnage, Goose Goose Duck, or Deadly Trick together. Once again, Deadly Trick is a bit up in the air. Or if you have any other, like, fun little community gaming type events where we can all play together, or like, anything like that, basically, where we could like game together as a community. I'm cool with you sharing that over on the Discord. Speaking of the Discord, we'll be using Discord for voice chat for that stream, which once again you could access the Discord in the description down below on my channel page. And if you have any suggestions for other games, like both including for that event as well as like something to replace the 100 line with on the poll, that sort of thing. Because originally I was going to do Undertale, but then I thought, wouldn't be fair for Bray to drag him on to Sunday streams as well. If we're going to continue Danganronpa and just finish, and I should just finish Danganronpa, and then we jump to Undertale. Yeah. So like, I was originally going to do 100 line, not 100 line, Undertale to replace that, but now I'm just thinking, replace it with something else. I gotta reopen the poll to see what the options are, and then I'll probably post what the options are so far in the Discord. I'll try to see if I can do that like later or when I get back. But yeah, or when the poll's about to drop, whatever. We'll see when we get there. But yeah, other than that, let's see if they accept raids. Okay, other than that, not much else I can really add on to that. Thanks for watching, thanks for being here with me, and until then, don't mind me, I'm just some dude on the internet, and I'll see you guys next stream. Good night, everyone.